Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Yay, another Theme Park Central video. Woo. Where today we're going to be flying. Woo. Well, not literally flying. I don't have any money. I can't fly. That's sad. Anyway, today we are not literally going to be flying, but we will be flying via Google Earth to Thorpe Park and taking a look from above to do some speculating. But before we do that, let's roll that intro. Just don't want to now. Just roll it. Roll it now. Hello and welcome back to Theme Park Central, the channel take to the centre of everything to do with theme parks. And for today, if you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification icon, as we are releasing content every single Saturday, so there's no reason not to, okay? With that being said, let's get into the topic for today. So as you can see on screen now, I am on Google Earth, okay? And we are going to be heading to Thorpe Park. So the reason I wanted to come to Thorpe Park was because for this video I would like to speculate on where the next big coaster could go at the park, okay? I'm not going to be speculating on what the next big coaster could be, what its theme could be, or any of that. I'm literally going to be looking at the best possible location for a big coaster to go at Thorpe Park, okay? So with that being said, let's just hop straight into it, okay? And our first location, which is the former site of Log Sleep in Old Town. Okay, now this is a massive plot of land. I mean, look, the Saw the Ride is here, and you can just see in comparison how big the area is. It's massive, alright? It's like you can fit 3 Saw the Rides in that area, maybe part of the 4th, you know? It's a massive area, alright? And it literally, all it's got through it is Loggers Leap, okay? It's a massive area that can really just be used for a massive coaster. And it will help bring a lot more footfall to this area of Old Town, as ever since Loggers Leap closed, there's no really reason for people to walk over to this area. You know, unless you have young kids who want to go on Rocky Express or Timber Tugboat and stuff like that, there is no reason for the average guest to go in this area. And so most people just bypass it and go along here. But with a new coaster in this area, it can really help bring the footfall and bring people over to the left side of the park a little bit more, as during the day a lot of people tend to stay on the right hand side of the park just because there's more offerings there. And the more popular rides are on that side. That's just generally the way it is, but a new coaster could really help even that out a bit more. They would have to bear in mind though Monk's Walk, which is a public footpath that goes along the back, all the way along the back of Thorpe Park, and so they'd have to bear it in mind if they built a coaster in this area, okay? So that's just option number 1 for the former site of Loggers Leap. Option number 2 then is over here, okay, in between the Stealth and Swarm, and it's this second island here, okay, often dubbed Swarm Island 2. Now, so you have this island here, which is Swarm Island, and then there's this plot of land here, which is bigger than Swarm Island, and it's just, there's so many possibilities of this, okay, there's nothing on there, so they don't have to worry about any demolition work. They can get straight to building the foundations and stuff for a new ride there. In terms of entrances to the area, one of the best ones both for that area and for Swarm Island would be from Swarm Island, as this is pretty much a dead-end area which only you can enter via this bridge down here, and so having another entrance would be great for Swarm Island. However, to really complete that and make this not just an even larger dead end, they'd have to have a second entrance, which I could see going here via the gardens next to Stealth. Alright, that could go beautifully here and lead into Amity Speedway. It would then mean it's a lot quicker to get from the Swarm into Amity Speedway, as you literally just go via this new island instead of having to go back towards Depth Charge, then all the way along, round Tidal Wave, all the way up through Angry Birds Land just to get to Stealth, right? So it'll cut that time for people to get between those coasters, and you can really have a nice chain of coasters along here if they added that one. And so that is just a great opportunity for Thorpe Park to use that land. That is option number 2. On to option number 3 then. Now I know I said I wasn't going to specify coaster, but for this option it's better if I do, just to allow you to see what this could become a bit better. Now for this option, I'm thinking a hypercoaster, okay? And this option is basically the whole back of Thorpe Park, alright? Stretching all the way from Loggers Leap all the way up to Rumble Rapids. As this is, if you think about it, it doesn't look like a very large land. If you think about it, it's a massive plot of land that goes all the way along the back here, okay? As I mentioned with option number 1, they would have to bear in mind Monk's Walk, which is the public footpath that goes along there. But if they did, they could have a massive hypercoaster along the back here, which would really add to that Thorpe Park skyline that they already have. A great entrance would probably be in Old Town, or here in between Old Town and the Jungle, as they get less footfall than the most part, and it'll help even that footfall out a bit across the park. Or another option, if they wanted, could be down here in between Nemesis Inferno and Rumble Rapids, which is a nice little access point there. So number 3, less likely, but it's still a decent option if they're thinking about having something like a hypercoaster at the park. On to option number 4 then, and this is an area behind the Thorpe Park Hotel and the Swarm. Okay, currently being used for maintenance stuff around here. Also, you can see there's some storm surge boats down there. So it's pixelated, but there's some storm surge boats there. It's really cool to see. And I think this is just like a maintenance area. But it's a massive plot of land. Again, you probably fit 2 swarms in that area. It's just a massive plot of land that they could use. Obviously, unlike option number 2 and 3, they would have to relocate and demolish these buildings and probably reroute some of these access roads, which look like there might be access roads for staff members trying to get to the Dome and Thorpe Park Hotel and stuff, and there might even be an emergency route for emergency vehicles, so they would probably have to reroute that. But if they did and they found a way to reroute and relocate this stuff, it could be a massive plot of land that they could use. They could have an entrance down here next to the Thorpe Park Hotel that goes along from Depth Charge and goes along there, and they can also have another entrance from Swarm Island, okay, along the back of here. So 2 possible entrances here to help you know, allow that throughput a bit better, and it's just a massive plot of land that they could use. On to our 5th and final option then, and that is to reclaim some land from the lake, okay? So you have Saw the Ride here. Now, when this was built, this area of land didn't exist. This was all lake, this portion around here. But to build Saw the Ride, they basically reclaimed land from the lake, and they then built it on that new land. That's why, obviously, you can see the lake goes in quite a bit there. And they could do that again for another coaster. Now, the best option, I would say, out of the whole park for this to go would be here, actually, next to Saw the Ride, and in between Saw the Ride and these Lost City flat rides, obviously Rush, Quantum, Zodiac, and Vortex. As this is a massive area of land, and it could, you know, it doesn't really go out of the boundary of the park in the sense that it's not going to protrude out into the lake, because they can just use this area all the way along here. Obviously, they would either have to relocate or demolish Saw Alive, but it is a massive area, and so if they added a coaster here, they could also think about incorporating a new maze into that area anyway, a new permanent maze for Fright Nights. So that could really, you know, give them a lot of opportunities and would make up for the loss of Saw Alive. So that is the 5th option. Which option then, guys, do you think was the best? Do you think it was option number 1, option number 2, option number 3, option number 4, or option number 5? Which one do you think is most likely first? Which one do you think would be the best in terms of the different types of coasters? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it, and as I've already mentioned, subscribe for more content like this. I've really enjoyed doing this sort of video, so let me know in the comments, did you enjoy this video on Google Earth, or was it not to your taste? Let me know, as I would like to do more videos like this. But with that all being said, thanks for watching. I've been your host, Roy Gould. I hope to see you again soon on Theme Park Central. Bye for now. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like some more Theme Park Central content, click this video on my left to our latest video, and click this video on my right, which is a video that is specifically recommended for you. So click on those videos and give them a watch.